I saw my neighbor, Sarah, practically in tears the other day. She's a software engineer laid off 3 months ago. She asked me, almost whispering, is it really that bad to put open to work on LinkedIn? Does it scream, I'm damaged goods? That raw honesty really hit me. Today, we're diving into that question. Should you use the open to work banner or is it career suicide? We've got Jordan Singh, research scientist, and Alex Chen, senior analyst, to break it down. Welcome both.
Thanks, Sam. It's a loaded question, isn't it? The data's mixed. LinkedIn says public open to workers get 40% more messages from recruiters. But that doesn't tell the whole story.
Exactly. Perception is reality in the job market. A former Google recruiter even called the banner the biggest red flag. The fear is that it signals you're undesirable.
But what about the alternative? Sarah told me she feels like she's supposed to just disappear, quietly run out of savings. Is that really better?
It's a balancing act. The stigma against unemployed candidates is real. Indeed found that 64% of recruiters think unemployment suggests outdated skills. But hiding doesn't solve that.
Think about it like dating. As that Google recruiter said, you want to seem desirable, not desperate. The banner, especially during mass layoffs, can dilute your brand.
Let's bring in another voice. Sarah Mitchell, a marketing manager, messaged me. I've been unemployed for 3 months. Everyone tells me not to use the banner because it looks desperate. But you know what? I am desperate. I have a mortgage and 2 kids. Why should I pretend I don't need work?
Sarah's right. There's no shame in needing a job. And some argue that the banner weeds out companies with toxic cultures. If a recruiter judges you for being honest, you might not want to work there anyway.
That's idealistic, Jordan. Realistically, you need to eat. Let's hear from Marcus Thompson, an HR director at a mid-sized tech firm. He says, Sarah, I'm sorry, but when I see that green circle, I immediately think, what's wrong with this person? It's not fair, but it's reality.
Wow, Marcus, that's blunt.
It is, but it reflects a common bias. The challenge is overcoming that initial perception.
Sarah had a strong reaction to that. So I should starve quietly to protect your feelings. This is exactly the problem. You're judging people for being honest about needing work. Sarah had more to say about that. She told me, Marcus, you're part of the problem. You're judging people for being honest about needing work.
And Marcus's response was telling, Sarah, I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you how the game is played. That defensive reaction shows how entrenched these biases are.
See, that's the conflict. It's a tightrope walk. How do you signal availability without triggering that desperate label? One approach is customizing the banner. Instead of just open to work, specify the roles you're targeting. Open to work, seeking social media manager roles. That adds context.
Another is focusing on your profile itself. Make sure your skills, accomplishments, and recommendations shine. Let your work speak for itself.
So it's about controlling the narrative even within a potentially stigmatizing framework.
Exactly, and networking is key. A survey showed that people with the banner get twice as many emails from recruiters. But the quality varies.
Don't just connect with anyone who reaches out. Be selective. Vet opportunities thoroughly. Focus on roles that align with your background and goals.
Okay, practical advice. But what about the emotional toll, the fear of judgment?
That's where mindset comes in. Some see the banner as a sign of strength, not weakness. As one LinkedIn user put it, if someone in my network is put off by the banner, that's a clear sign I wouldn't want to work for them.
That's a powerful filter. It repels the kind of people you wouldn't want as colleagues anyway. Focus on companies that value results over optics.
Jennifer, a career coach, adds, there's no tangible proof that the banner hurts or helps your chances. Focus on the value you bring. Stop trying to hack the job search process.
She's right, it's a hustle. People care what you can do for them, not what you need. Position yourself as a solution, not a problem.
Think about transferable skills. Even if you're switching industries, highlight how your past experience can benefit a new employer.
So in the end, there's no simple yes or no answer. It depends on your field, your experience, your personality, and your risk tolerance.
Exactly. As one article said, deciding whether signaling your job search status provides net benefit depends significantly on your preferences and situation.
Ultimately, it's about being strategic and authentic. Don't let the fear of judgment silence you, but don't let desperation define you either.
And remember, Sarah, who kicked off our conversation, let's not forget the human element in all this data and analysis.
Absolutely. Job searching is stressful, isolating, and often dehumanizing. Show empathy, offer support, and remember that everyone's fighting a harder battle.
Well said. Whether you use the banner or not, prioritize your mental health. Take breaks, celebrate small wins, and remember your worth.
This episode was brought to you by Unstruct AI, creating the most trusted AI news analysis platform, where we transform any topic into balanced, multi-perspective conversations with expert analysis in under 10 seconds. So, what's the verdict? The open to work banner, a scarlet letter, or a lifeline? It's complicated.
The data is mixed, but the underlying principle is clear. Focus on showcasing your value, regardless of the signal you choose to send.
And remember, your network is your net worth. Build relationships, offer support, and create opportunities for yourself and others.
Thanks, Jordan and Alex, for the insightful discussion, and thanks to Sarah, Marcus, and Jennifer for lending their voices to this complex issue. To our listeners, remember that your worth is not defined by a banner, a layoff, or a job title. It's defined by your skills, your resilience, and your humanity. Sarah is still out there, still looking, still wondering if that green banner is helping or hurting. The data can't answer that for her. Only we can, by changing how we think about people who need work. Until next time, this is Sam Cockero signing off. Keep learning, keep connecting, and keep building a better future of work.